What games are you looking forward to in the next month? Alright, please comment below. Maybe it can be an inspiration for some people. To add to the list of games that you are looking forward to in the next month, this video has provided a list of 30 games that will be released in April 2023. So, here are the 30 best upcoming games of April 2023 for PC and console. Let's get started. Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection Volume 1. The renowned Mega Man Battle Network series is back. Volume 1 contains Mega Man Battle Network 1 to 3, including both versions of Mega Man Battle Network 3 for a total of 4 titles, plus additional features like a gallery of illustrations and music. In addition, online play is supported. Arcana of Paradise. Arcana of Paradise is a roguelike RPG where you lead a group of children that live at the top of an endless tower. Choose from 20 children and perfect your deck as you battle against the tower's bizarre inhabitants in real time. Time your guards, combo your attacks, charge up powerful magic, and collect legendary relics in your search for food, as you guide the children to the bottom. Sherlock Holmes: The Awakened. Experience a nerve-wracking Lovecraftian adventure, rebuilt from the ground up with modern graphics and gameplay. Become Sherlock Holmes, and find yourself at the heart of the terrifying Cthulhu mythos as you investigate a series of mysterious disappearances in Europe and the US.
And you too shall fall!
Road 96 Mile Zero. Road 96 Mile Zero is a narrative adventure game with a musical component created by Digix Art, the French studio behind the successful Road 96, 11 to 11 Memories Retold and 5 Pegasus Awards winner. Published by Ravenscourt, players will alternate between the roles of Zoe and Kato, two teenagers with different backgrounds and beliefs. They live and explore White Sands, a luxurious condominium where Petria's elite reside and where Kato's parents work. Lichenvale. Lichenvale is a first-person hack-and-slash offering fast-paced melee action mixed with the tactical use of spells and dashing around your enemies. Battle your way through enemies and bosses in order to escape from dark and depressive medieval nightmare. Outer Terror. Outer Terror is a horde shooter where you hold out against massive quantities of otherworldly cosmic creatures. Assemble a ridiculous arsenal of weapons and blast apart seemingly endless waves of horrific creatures in this stylish roguelike that pays homage to the B-movies and Golden Age horror comics of the 80s and 90s. Outworld Patrol. Outworld Patrol is a side-scrolling action shooting game. Control a space rover as you jump to avoid obstacles on a horizontally scrolling landscape while shooting down alien ships that shoot missiles from above or charge at you head-on. The goal is to reach the planetary station in the shortest amount of time while taking minimal damage. Voodolls. Voodolls is a co-op tower defense experience steeped in the dark and mysterious world of voodoo. Trapped in the jaws of hell, 4 souls are given the chance of freedom by a mysterious puppet master who distills their essence into voodolls. Take up their offer and begin your break for freedom.
Follow me, protect me, and perhaps I will grant you salvation.
Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp. Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp is a remake of Advance Wars 2001 and Advance Wars 2 Black Hole Rising 2003, which were originally developed by Intelligent Systems. It is a turn-based strategy game where the player controls the tactical advisor of the Orange Star Army and is needed to defend their homeland. In addition to the story campaigns of both games, Advance Wars 1+2 also includes a versus mode that supports both local and online multiplayer and a map maker.
And vibrant gameplay are in store as you lead the commanding officers to victory.
Creed Rise to Glory Championship Edition. Today, Servios announced the return of Creed Rise to Glory with Creed Rise to Glory Championship Edition. This new version, which includes new characters, costumes, and locations based on the upcoming nationwide theatrical release of Creed 3 on March 3, 2023, will be available on the PlayStation VR 2 on April 4. Curse of the Sea Rats. Curse of the Sea Rats is a Ratadvania platform adventure with lovingly crafted, hand-drawn animations. Embark on the epic journey of 4 prisoners of the British Empire, transformed into rats by the notorious pirate witch, Flora Byrne. To regain their human bodies, they will have to fight dangerous bosses, uncover the secrets of the vast Irish coast, and ultimately capture the witch who cursed them.
Possible! Look at...
Afterimage. Afterimage is a hand-drawn 2D action-adventure that emphasizes fast-paced combat with diversified character builds, non-linear levels, and a gripping storyline set in the ruins of a fantasy world. Years after the cataclysm called the Raising nearly brought an end to the human civilization, an amnesiac girl named Renee awakens among the ruins of the city's capital. To recover her lost memories, she embarks on a journey to rescue her mentor, inexplicably setting into motion a series of events that will determine the fate of the new world. Zombie Soup. Zombie Soup is a top-down shooter combined with hack-and-slash action that follows Ricky, a backpacker who is thrown into an unexpected adventure in an unfamiliar town as he shoots and dodges his way through hordes of bizarre creatures and challenging bosses to save a kidnapped girl. The Last Case of Benedict Fox. Take on The Last Case of Benedict Fox and dive into a twisted world of secret organizations, forbidden rituals, and cold-blooded murders. Explore the memories of deceased victims as you search for clues and fight demons in this fantastical Lovecraftian Metroidvania.
That's him. My father.
I can guide you through his memories.
Tin Hearts. Behind every brilliant invention hides a magical story. From members of the team that brought you Fable, comes Tin Hearts, an immersive narrative puzzle adventure game wrapped in a powerful tale of love and compromise. Guide a troop of mischievous tin soldiers through a magical toy-filled world using a variety of whimsical and inventive contraptions to bounce, shoot and glide them to their goal. March through 40-plus levels of time-bending, soldier routing riddles, forge new paths for your toys to follow, and solve increasingly elaborate puzzles to unravel the emotional, thought-provoking story of Albert J. Butterworth, a genius inventor of Victorian times. Bramble the Mountain King.
A nightmare woke him up. Frightened by his mother's bedtime story, he searched for his sister's comfort. But she was nowhere to be found. The bramble covers all where darkness has taken hold. Follow the light. You will find what you are searching for within the mountain. That is what happens when you do not listen to your mother.
Strayed Lights. Strayed Lights is an atmospheric action-adventure with fluid combat and an intricate world imbued with mystery. You are a tiny, growing light seeking transcendence. Explore a land of otherworldly ruins and glowing trees, where entities of flickering lights and luminescent shadows reside.
If you want to learn something
Honkai Star Rail.
So, if you're not busy...
Honkai Star Rail is a new Ho-Yo-verse space fantasy RPG. Hop aboard the Astral Express and experience the galaxy's infinite wonders on this journey filled with adventure and thrills. Players will meet new companions across various worlds and even chance upon some familiar faces. Together, they will overcome the struggles caused by the Stellarin and unravel the hidden truths behind it. Horizon Forbidden West Burning Shores. Horizon Forbidden West Burning Shores is an upcoming DLC expansion for Horizon Forbidden West exclusively on the PlayStation 5. It was first announced on December 8, 2022 during the 2022 Game Awards, and is scheduled for release on April 19, 2023. This expansion brings Aloy to the Burning Shores, a volcanic archipelago formed from the ruins of Los Angeles, where she pursues a sinister threat in the form of an awakening metal devil. God of Rock. God of Rock blends rhythm-based gameplay with fighting game mechanics in tense 1v1 matches. Choose from a dozen unique fighters, each with their own design, mechanics, and harmonic attacks. Soften up your opponent by executing normal moves and building meter by hitting notes to the beat of the song. Then spend your meter to unleash X and special moves do damage and add complexity to their tracks. Finally, finish them off with a devastating super attack. As the battle progresses, the music track will continue to grow in complexity and difficulty until only one fighter is left standing. EA Sport PGA Tour. EA Sport PGA Tour is the exclusive home of the majors, including the Masters Tournament, the PGA Championship, the US Open Championship, and the Open Championship. Powered by official PGA Tour shot link and TrackMan data, Pure Strike provides unique golf swings with a fluid feel and realistic outcomes on every golf shot. Pure Strike combines golfer-specific tendencies with unique course dynamics and revolutionized ball behavior for the premier golf gameplay experience. Trinity Trigger. Trinity Trigger is an all-new action role-playing game combining the look and feel of iconic RPGs of the 90s with a modern emphasis on fast-paced, customizable combat. Action RPG Trinity Trigger will launch for PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, and Switch on April 25th in North America and May 16th in Europe, publishers Exceed Games and Marvelous Europe announced. A newly announced PC version will be available via Steam on May 16th worldwide. Everspace 2. After 2 years of early access, Rockfish Games is finally ready to bring Everspace 2 into full release, and it's got a date and everything. April 6, 2023, however, that's PC only, as Xbox Series 10 and S and PS5 will see an Everspace 2 release later this summer. Star Trek Resurgence. Star Trek Resurgence is an interactive narrative video game that tells an original story set in the era shortly after the events of Star Trek: The Next Generation. Players will assume the role of two principal characters, First Officer Haro Rydick and Engineering Ensign Carter Diaz, as they unravel a sinister mystery involving two civilizations on the brink of war. Players will immerse themselves in the Star Trek universe, interacting with new and returning characters through a variety of dialogue choices and action gameplay to determine the course of the story. Stray Blade. Stray Blade is an action-adventure where you play a rogue adventurer exploring the ancient valley of Acria with your companion, the Exinen wolf Boji. Unveil the history of the Forgotten Valley and master the powers of the 3 Acrian metals to restore balance to this war-torn land. Ad Infinitum. Ad Infinitum is an atmospheric single-player horror game, which puts you into a World War I setting seen through a first-person perspective. You find yourself in the trenches of a forlorn battlefield where you are being hunted by vicious creatures. Minecraft Legends. Discover the mysteries of Minecraft Legends, a new action strategy game. Explore a gentle land of rich resources and lush biomes on the brink of destruction. The ravaging piglins have arrived, and it's up to you to inspire your allies and lead them in strategic battles to save the overworld. Dead Island 2. After several delays, Dead Island 2 is set to release in April. Footage of the game looks pretty good, and so far, this is the shining star release of this month. But given the intriguing trailers for Meet Your Maker, we wouldn't be surprised if that's the underdog winner of April 2023. Meet Your Maker. Meet Your Maker is a post-apocalyptic first-person building and raiding game where every level is designed by players. Play solo or with a friend as you mastermind devious maze-like outposts full of traps and guards, then gear up for methodical fast-paced combat raiding other players' creations. Star Wars Jedi Survivor. The story of Cal Kestis continues in Star Wars Jedi Survivor, a third-person, galaxy-spanning, action-adventure game from Respawn Entertainment, developed in collaboration with Lucasfilm Games. The cinematic combat system returns with additional force abilities and new lightsaber fighting styles. Creatively leverage all these abilities and weapons to strategy Callie take on an expanded host of enemies.